You decide you want to learn English, but the moment you start looking at what you actually need to learn, you see grammar rules, you see vocabulary lists, speaking, listening, pronunciation, tenses. It feels like you're standing at the base of a mountain. You haven't even taken a step, and you are already exhausted. Because the path looks so wide, you freeze. You wonder if you should memorize thousands of words first or drill sentence structures. And while you try to decide, days pass, then weeks, then months. You still want to learn, but you haven't actually started. Progress usually stalls because we lack a specific entry point. English isn't an impossible mountain. It's just too large to tackle without a map. Instead of asking how to learn the entire language, ask yourself one question. What exact English do I need in my life right now? When you change that question, the mountain disappears. You are left with one clear, practical place to begin. English is one language, but lives differ. A student needs to understand lectures. A freelancer needs to pitch clients. Pay attention to where communication breaks down. If writing an email leaves you staring at a blank screen, that frustration tells you what to prioritize. Grab a piece of paper right now. I want you to pause this video and write down one highly specific situation where you will need to use English this week. Do it now. Isolating that single situation filters out most of the language. You now have a localized map to follow for the next few days. Treat vocabulary and grammar as functional equipment. If talking to customers, you need words for price and quality for your vocabulary. Grammar acts as the structure connecting them, letting you build specific sentences like, "This one is less expensive." Learning becomes the process of acquiring the specific language needed to navigate your real-world situations. Even with the right tools, your mind might go blank when a real customer asks you a question. There is a wide gap between understanding a rule on paper and executing it during a conversation. To cross that gap, you use your daily life as a practice environment. You don't need a special course or a native speaker to begin. Try to use your selected phrases tomorrow. You might stumble or use the wrong word. That struggle reveals exactly what you should look up next. You notice the gap, you learn the fix, and you try again. Stumbling in a real-world situation provides the feedback required to turn knowledge into physical ability. When you repeatedly face that single situation, your brain stops translating every word. You answer a question smoothly, and you survive the interaction. That small success provides the evidence you need to feel more capable. Once you feel secure in that first scenario, you expand. You pick a slightly harder situation. You open the next door, and then the next. You avoid the pressure of learning everything at once by starting exactly where your own life demands it. Let's review the framework. First, pinpoint the daily situation where you need English. Second, identify the vocabulary and grammar tools for that scenario. Third, use those tools in the real world and notice where you struggle. Fourth, use that experience to build your momentum. English is a tool designed for use. You grow ability through experience rather than sheer memorization. Find what you need, use it, and keep growing.